I mean, it's been 20 years and they don't know what happened to them. And I'm like, will that be me? I don't want it to be.
Loved ones losing hope with no closure in sight. More than 1,000 people are unaccounted for in the city of New Orleans, and this is just in the last 3 years.
WDSU Investigates found a potentially crucial database that could help find these missing persons. That database is not being used. WDSU investigator Cassie Sherm has been digging into why and how change could be coming. Cassie?
That's right. So this database, it's called NamUs, and what it does is it stores DNA, dental records, fingerprints from missing person cases. If left unidentified, there's a possibility for bodies that could be buried or cremated, meaning the clock is ticking for families searching for an end to their nightmare.
Different ages and backgrounds, but all share one thing. They, according to NOPD, are labeled missing.
Police are looking for a missing mother
Looking for a man
and
who
her
is
3-year-old
missing,
daughter
and
who
suspect
were
foul
last
play.
seen Saturday on
Saturday,
South Road. Police are looking for a missing
Your
mother
mother
to find the missing mother.
WDSU Investigates found those are just a few of more than 1,000 active cases just in New Orleans in the last 3 years. But a simple search shows only 47 are on NamUs, a free database to help law enforcement identify unidentified bodies. The hundreds of others not on the database are once again missing.
Like, oh my God, this is real. Like, it's possible I could never see my sister again, and that's the scariest thing to me.
Warlette Journey's sister, Crystal Journey, went missing more than 2 years ago. Law enforcement didn't put Crystal in the system right away, while many others were never submitted at all. Many, like Warlette, are concerned their loved ones' bodies could have been found and already cremated during that time period.
It's not like a death. It's so different. You know, when someone dies, you know what happened to them. It's closure. You burying them, and you know you love that person, but at least you know what happened. This is far worse. Not knowing what happened.
For months, NOPD has turned down our request for an interview on how missing person cases are handled and why they do not use NamUs. In an email, NOPD said, quote, missing person cases are handled at the district level. The database NamUs is not required. But they say detectives utilize all these methods to search for missing persons. When asked multiple times for demographics on missing persons in the city, the department says they do not have a database. They could only give a rough estimate of cases, which totaled a little more than 1,000 since 2020.
That should be like really shocking to everybody.
Sherry Gomez with the Covenant House and the Human Trafficking Task Force says what is not shocking to her is how hard it is to get information on missing persons in the city. She did her own public records request right after the pandemic.
We really looked into this as far as who were the missing adults. Had missing persons gone up since the pandemic? And people were isolated because we saw a huge increase in domestic violence during the pandemic, which we're still seeing today. And so that spoke volumes to us about the conditions of people, being forced into to stay in place. They were being forced to stay in unhealthy environments that were putting them in danger.
Gomez says the problem spans further than New Orleans. In the NamUs database for the state, there are only 541 cases dating back to 1956. Through public records requests, though, we found many departments across the state do not use that database. And Louisiana State Police say they have no records of NamUs in any of their trainings on missing persons. In fact, they tell me they have no training materials related to missing person cases at all. Right now, at least 16 states require law enforcement to use the database.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense why we wouldn't use something for free that would help victims and their families. And especially if other states are using it and show that not only can it be done, but it's easy and that it is helpful, why wouldn't we do it too?
After our reporting, State Representative Mandy Landry is looking to file legislation to require law enforcement to participate all across the state.
And if this could clear like literally even 10%, that would be more than what they're doing now.
Landry has already filed legislation to require the coroner's office to use the database. This would be an addition.
We have 8, 9, 10 parishes close by. Baton Rouge is the same. Someone easily could be brought across a parish line or walk across a parish line, and we would never know about it because St. Bernard and Orleans Parish, for example, aren't sharing their missing person database.
Until those changes are made, loved ones of missing and lost persons say they're losing hope.
Do you think enough is being done here in the city of New Orleans to find people who are missing?
I think a lot of missing person cases are not getting the attention that they need. I just don't understand why, if you have a job, you don't actually pursue what you need to do. And I hear stories about it all the time, like they keep dropping the ball, and I don't understand what's wrong or what's going on.
Now, we're going to continue to keep following this bill very closely. One thing that was really interesting through this story is after calling law enforcement agencies all across the state, some told me they didn't even know about NamUs, while others say now that we've been asking about it, they plan to use it more. So we're going to continue to follow this very closely. In studio, I'm Cassie Sherm, WDSU Investigates.